Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Yannick. I'm the French guy from Switzerland, and this is part 8 of the Ubuntu MATE Software Boutique series. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Monica. Good evening, Big Pod in the YouTube chat. So, after last week's stream, two things happened. First, my PC crashed, so ending the stream prematurely. I'm sorry about that, but hey, what can I do? And two, I realized that I was kind of doing things wrong. Well, the way I was about to do things last week. So we're going to try and do things right this week. So, yes, so Monica in the chat said that I should have saved my Ubuntu MATE shirt for today. Indeed, I should have, but I was really excited to have it, so I had it yesterday on the Tea Earl Grey Hot podcast. I might plug a link to that at the end of the stream. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Yes, so as I was saying, I realized we were doing things kind of wrong, half wrong last time. So the goal here is to refresh the index of curated apps for the new software boutique. We have two projects right now. One is the curated apps for the current format of the software boutique, and another project for the new software boutique. And there is a script to convert from the old format to the new format. So what we want to do is take the new apps in the old format. If you follow what I mean, the new format has been generated a long time ago, I think maybe a few years ago. So it's really outdated. So we need to use the script, convert the new apps in the old format to the new format. But we do have a few problems with that. Is that in the new format of the software boutique, we have some stuff that has been updated, like descriptions and things like that. And if we were to just copy the new apps from the old format, we would lose some of that. So what we're going to do is rerun the script to generate the new format, and then compare and see if we have some apps that are already existing in the new boutique, and see if we can transfer those data, and then generate the final format for the new boutique. It's not really clear, I think, what I'm saying, and I know that because it's not really clear in my head, so probably I cannot explain it very clearly. But let's go to the trusted virtual machine running Ubuntu MATE, and we're going to do some code and some magic. Maybe we can do some magic too. Let's see what we have. I think I've updated this machine. ATC OS release. Yes, it's on 2104. Good, that's the good stuff. The 2104, best release we ever had. Let's go to projects and let's see. I don't even know what this option is, but nevertheless. So we're going to have a look at Ubuntu MATE Welcome Legacy, which is the current Welcome / Software Boutique app. And we are going to have a look at Software Boutique curated apps. So let's go there. Here we have our apps. They are in folders. Each folder is a category. And so if we go to, I don't know, let's go to games, because we like games, don't we? So let's go to games. And now we have a folder for each app that we are showcasing in the software boutique and the welcome app. And I don't know, let's go to Minecraft. Okay. And so we have an icon, we have some metadata and some screenshots. If we have a look at, let's go back a few levels like here and open our trusty Visual Studio Code, and we're going to have a look at that. I don't even know why I use the terminal. I'm so used to using the terminals and that I'm using it all the time. As you can see, I already opened a few files in there. But let's go to apps, games, and where were we? Minecraft. Okay, so we have let's have a look at those metadata. So we have listed name, summary, all those things that we find in the software boutique. Right. Okay, so that's what we want for the new apps. So maybe Minecraft is no longer in the curated apps. So let's have a look at the Ubuntu MATE Welcome Legacy. So that's the current software boutique. Yes, I trust the authors of those files. Close everything here. Yeah, I know. There's something wrong with my VS Code install. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. So here we have our index. I think it's there. Yes. So that's the current index. It's a JSON file. And it has lots of stuff. Let's see if we have games. We do. Let's see if we still have Minecraft. Frozen Bubble. Lutris. Minecraft. We still have Minecraft. And so we have some data. And the goal here is to check if this data is up to date with what we have in the new boutique. So we have a script to do that. And that script is in the other app. Okay. I think it's there. I'm not even sure if it's there. Yes, it's in script. Migrate apps from welcome. All right. Okay. Migrating apps to the new software boutique from welcome. What does that do? I think it's going up. It's looking for the Ubuntu MATE Welcome Legacy project, and then from there it goes to data.js applications.json. Okay. It will then do some magic to, there we go here, to map the name of the category to a key, which is the same thing but lowercase because it's standard. And we have the different stuff for the apps folder, icons folder, screenshot folders. Okay, it's going to do some magic. New structure. Okay, so that's the structure of the new boutique. Okay, and then it's going to process the categories. I've already run that once, but I just wanted to go over it once again. What is it going to generate? Well, you know what? The best way to know what it does is to actually run it. So it's not in this project. It's in the other project, the Software Boutique Curated Apps. And you can see that I have already created a branch in this Git repository. Let's have a look. Git status. Yes, that's the only thing, and a new directory. Right. So I'm guessing let's run the script. Does the script have a header or a shebang, yes. So it's going to run with Python 3, so we should be able to do that. Migrate, it's not executable. Chmod plus X, and then script, and migrate. Whoa. Whoa, that was fast. That was really fast. Okay. So now we have apps, accessibility. What do we have in there? Oh, yeah, apps accessibility. Nope. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing source. No, I'm doing something wrong. I'm already in accessibility. That's why. So we have WorkRev, GNOME Orca, and Eviacam. Oh, what's in OrcWave? This one is listed. Okay, GNOME Orca. Orca is our screen reader, and we still have, I believe we still have an open issue with Orca while installing Ubuntu Mate. So if any of you guys out there watching this video think they know a thing or two about Orca and how it works, and if you think you might help us, get in touch, because we're looking for someone to help us on this subject. But Monica will tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I've been wrong many times. Okay, so we have those apps. So what do we have to do now? We need to load the index. So, oh, I was in the wrong directory. So that's source, that's apps, that's accessibility. Okay, yes. And there we go. We only have Eviacam and WorkRev. We have removed Orca from the suggested apps. Oh, nice, good question, Eric. So let's go back to the chat. Eric says, slightly random question, but what customization do you make for your fish shell? I'm going to tell you a secret, Eric. I am doing nothing. It's stock fish shell. I have a few functions that I have created that are mainly aliases, so I can run, well, not on this VM, but on my main machine, so I can run World of Warcraft and Fusion 360, which are both wine apps. So I have an alias in my .fish/config folder. I think it's there. But that's all. That's all I do. I just use stockfish. Yes, stockfish. Yeah, I have tried a few extensions and a few customizations, but you know, stockfish is really good. So I just use it like that. I might have a look at how to configure that properly on FreeBSD, which is the OS I use at work, because it doesn't really work the same on FreeBSD. Like, for example, if I go back to the code app, you know, if you type, I I have made some weird stuff with my OBS. But let's say I'm in fish and I type some words, and then when you alt backspace, it does delete the whole word. It doesn't do that on FreeBSD. So I guess there's a config on Ubuntu that does that I need to reproduce on FreeBSD. But that's all I do. Yeah, yeah, Big Pud. World of Warcraft, yes. Well, when I say I run World of Warcraft, I probably run it like once every 3 weeks when my daughter asks for a few minutes or 15 minutes of games, but that's all. I'm not. I used to be, but I'm no longer a big player on World of Warcraft. Anyway, back to the subject of this stream. That's the migration of the new app. So we have in this folder here in source here, and then apps. We have the individual files for each application, and then I need to go back one level. If we go in the scripts folder, we have another one which is build index. So what build index does is it reads the folder apps here, gets every category and every metadata, and then generates one level too many, and then it generates this thing in the dist folder, which is applications-en as in English .json, and that's the single JSON file that is used for the new software boutique. In a future stream, we are going to try and have some localizations. So we're going to get some data, French data, because I know how to speak French, and that's pretty much the any other language that I can speak, French and English. So that's for a future stream. But what we need now is have a look at what we have in our apps folder, which is the current, the old apps in the current format, and see if we can match any of our new apps in the source folder. Now, I don't really know how I can do that. So we're going to discover that together. That's the legacy one. I don't really need the legacy one just now. Let's go and open EviaCam. So that's the metadata for Control K return to fix that in Visual Studio. That's the metadata we had a few months, well, years, I guess, ago for EviaCam. And now let's go to source, apps, and then accessibility, and then EviaCam, and then metadata.json, control key enter, and now we have that. Okay. Well, we can already see there's a difference, is that actually, even though we have EviaCam as a folder app stuff, it's actually not listed, so it's not going to appear in the software boutique. So that might not be the best one to have a look at. So we've got Workrave. Let's have a look at Workrave. Do we have Workrave in the new folder, in the new index? Yes, we do. Okay. Enter. All right. And those are listed. Both are listed. Okay, so that's the new one. That's the one we generated a few minutes ago. That's the current one. I'm going to call this one the old one, and that's this one the new one, so I don't have to explain each time. And we can see already there's a difference in the summary, and that is a summary that comes from I don't know where, and it has been updated in the metadata.json, the old one. So what we want is to get that and put it back in the new format, in a new file. Same for the developer name. Yeah, it was a development URL. So we need to get the URL to description. Okay, so I guess in the new one, the summary is just a short version of the description, but we do have a summary now. So we're not going to have to get that. Okay, how can we do that now? How can we do that? What we need to do is get the data from the old one. So we're going to write a Python script, of course. We're going to do that. Copy metadata.py. All right. Let's put some shebang here. User bin Python 3, because why not? And let's make that a chmod plus x script copy metadata.py. Okay. We need to load JSON stuff. So I'm going to copy that with open. Okay. So that's from JSON import JSON, or just import JSON maybe. Just import JSON. That should be enough. Okay, what do we want to? I want to list this folder. I want to list everything that is in this folder. Fortunately, this script here already does something like that. So why not copy, steal, reuse the code? Okay, we don't want to make directories. We want to read directories. We don't want that. Oh, it has already been read. Where is it? No. If network path exists, then text path. Nope. Where does it list and runs the directory? Okay, I need to concentrate a little bit. No. Welcome. Else, it opens the old index. Oh, it's already up. Yes, that's not good. That is not good. I need to consult my good friend Google, because I don't know by heart how to list files in a directory. So let's ask our good friend Google. Hello, Chrome. No, I don't want to restore the pages. Python list directory. How to list all files of a directory seems to be exactly what we want, and there's something very simple, which is os.listdir. Okay, so why not use that? Okay, we want to os.listdir. Well, we want to list dir actually. The path. Okay, the path from where we're going to run the script. The path is going to be apps. Okay, and okay. So we know that's gonna be directories, right? So for categories in that print. No, for category. Print category. Let's see if that works. Control key, Control C to command that out. Go and /script does copy metadata. Yes, it's working. Okay. Now we need to explore softwares. Okay, so for software in list dir path join. Oh, it's it's already there. Join. I want to join what? Category and no. Join apps and category. Print category F category software look, there we go. Category development software Atom Genie. That is working. Now for each software we need to load the metadata, but not yet, because we might have ditched that software from the new softwares that we're going to feature. So we need to check if that exists in source apps. Okay. I think we can do that. If not exists, join source/apps with software. Print has been removed. Do we see? Oh, I might have made a mistake. I am pretty sure some of those have not been removed. All right. We need to what is happening here? Target equals print target. If not exist target, so that's not gonna help us with our problem, but that's going to give us more information. Source apps, Ubuntu make source apps. Oh, yes, of course. Category software. There we go. So Bazaar has been removed apparently. So VS Code, Bazaar, BZR, I think it's Bazaar. So we should have that. We had Bazaar, we don't have Bazaar anymore. So we don't care about that. We only care about those that hasn't been removed. So if exist target, so that means we are looking at a software that exists in the new existed in the new boutique when it has been initially created. So potentially the informations are up to date already, and we need to copy that over to the old thing. Oh, well, actually we only... That's a tough one. I'm not even sure that's possible to do, because maybe we have newer information in the new software boutique, which doesn't exist yet. Maybe we have newer information there, and maybe the old format has been updated. I wonder if I can do that automatically. That is what has been generated And what we see, for example, here we see developer name. So definitely this one needs to be updated with the old one. But is that true for every app? It is true for some fields that we didn't have previously. So for example, I'm pretty sure we didn't have developer name at the time. Summary doesn't seem to be a real information. Everything else seemed to be okay except method. Except method. So we probably need to load whatever is in the new thing. It's that, the thing with developer name here, and we probably need to replace summary, developer name, developer URL, I would say. And what? Let's have a look at. Let's have a look at again. Eviacam new one and Eviacam old one. Ta-da! Yeah, I will get summary, developer name, developer URL. What do we have alternative to now? Arch releases method. So method is apt and now it's dummy. But let's think for a moment. I don't think there are any snaps in the software boutique at the moment. So I should be able to replace method dummy with method apt. Okay, so we're going to load this JSON and this JSON here, this one, and we're going to replace a few fields in there. All right, let's do that. We can do that. We can do that. So that's the target, and that's the source. Source equals this and software. I shouldn't have removed that. Okay. That's the source. That's the target. If target exists, then print processing source to target. Okay. Let's have a look at what that prints. Okay, it's going to process a few things. That's great. We need to load the JSON. We know that the script here does that. Does JSON that load s, so that loads as a string I think. We are going to load source. Okay, and that's gonna be source JSON equals target JSON equals JSON that loads target, and we're going to use this option. Looks fancy. And then we're going to print source JSON for just for the fun. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't work because I have forgotten one function from collection import order dict. There we go. Ha! It doesn't work. It doesn't work because JSON.loades expects a string. Yes, we need to... What? What's new structure? New structure is a string. Okay. What do I have? Else JSON.load. Oh, load from a file. And file is a open. Okay. That's what I'm missing here. I need to go source file equals open source. And then I need to load the source file. That wouldn't have worked anyway. Target file equals open target. We're going to need that later on. Yes, of course. Source file is open join source and then metadata. Is it so? Yes, metadata.json. Okay, and close parenthesis. Same here, and that's target. Okay. See what we have. JSON has no attribute loud. Yes, yes, I agree. It doesn't. All right, we do have some JSON. Okay, listed true, name, summary. Right. Success. Monique. Oh, I just realized that I was still on the chat window. Okay, well, you know, that happens. You are back with a delicious decaf. That's great. I had a coffee before the stream, but I don't have any right here. It's getting a... Well, I don't know. It's not getting a bit late. I mean, I can drink coffee anytime. Doesn't prevent me from sleeping, so that's great. Okay, we have our JSON. We have our source JSON, which is loaded from the source file, which is loaded from the source, which is source apps, which is what we have generated now. Which is... So it's... I might have swapped those two things. Source and target. So source and target. Source is from the source. Oh, but that's because it's badly named. Because the source, the folder that is named source is actually what we want to modify. So that's our target. But anyway, we are going to get some information from target and put them in source. So what we want is target JSON of what? Of developer summary. The first one we want is the summary. Summary equals, and let's print the summary just because I like to do some increments, small increments. Yes, that's the one we need to change. So the source summary would be the right one. Yes. That's weird. Source summary is the correct one. Yes, the source is the correct one. No, that's not the correct one. That's the correct one. How does that work? That's in apps accessibility Eviacam. So there is magic in my script. Source. Oh. Source. And target is that. So yeah. No, that's perfectly normal. I did some nice stuff without even realizing it. That I called my target the stuff that are in the source folder, which is exactly what I have to do I just didn't remember I did it. Well, you know, magic happens. Okay, we have the correct summary. So now let's get the correct developer name. Dev name equals source JSON of developer name. We need the developer URL. So let's grab that. Dev URL equals source JSON of developer URL. We need, we already got the summary. That's great. We need to fix the method and fix that to apps. So let's just put that, hard code that in there. And that's pretty much everything we need. Except there's a snap entry here that we might want to add. Oops. That we might want to add to this after apt. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Where's my script? My script has disappeared again. Okay. What do we want to do now? We want to say, okay, target JSON of summary. Summary equals summary. The variable was not necessary. It just helps when we want to debug, because we could have done target JSON summary equals source JSON of summary. But hey, they are there. So target JSON of developer name equals dev name. So with Eric doing some software now, maybe one day we'll have a software with, developer name, our podcast. Why not? We would definitely put that in the software boutique if that was to happen. Developer URL equals dev URL and target JSON of method equals apt. Method equals, yes, Eric, at some point in the near future. Why not? We could feature a calendar app, for example. Just picking that example at random, really. And it has nothing to do with the fact that you are doing a live stream about building such an app. No, absolutely no relation. I think Eric's channel is in the show notes. Well, show notes. Again, it's not show notes. It's in the description of the video. Okay. And I said I wanted to add this snap entry. So how do I do that? I think what I need is target JSON of what? Of snap equals, and it equals an object with a name of null. Wonder if that's going to work. There's only one way to know. Let's print target JSON and see. Name null is undefined. Well, I tried. Oh, I see. Name must be named like that, I believe. Yes, snap. No. It did put null as if it was string, and name as if it was a double string. Oh, I need. I need a dictionary here. Well, that's a dictionary. So that's how it should be. Name is not defined. No, that's not how it should be. I don't. Oh, gosh, I've been writing Python for years and I don't even know how to initialize a dictionary. Well, you know what? We're not going to edit. Hey, that's my solution. You know, I don't know how to do it. Well, I just don't do it. Okay, we have something that seems to have a summary that comes from whatever we already had. A developer name, which is developer name. That's not right. That is not right. That is not right at all. There's another developer name here. I think I have made a mistake. The whole dictionary stuff still confuses me, but I'm way newer to Python than you are, and so I have an excuse. Yeah. Dictionaries are not that hard to use. They are confusing to initialize. But what did I do wrong here? Why? Unless, no, not unless, because there's two developer name here. JSON dot dump string of target JSON. What does that do? So it says listed, true, name, guinea, summary, something, developer name. Okay. And then we have developer name again here. By authors, developer URL. That's not even correct JSON. So what's going on? Let's print some information like target JSON of developer. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I am stupid. I can't write properly. That should be better. Yes, it is better. So now we have the real summary, the real developer name, the real developer URL. We have the method, which is apt. And if I remembered how to initialize my dictionary, I could do the snap thing. I'm not gonna let the machine win. And I'm gonna do snap equals that. And I want to have name. Damn it. That's not how you do that. Well, you know what? Python initialize dict. Working with dictionaries. Yes, the super tense dramatic music. Dun dun. Curly braces and name in double quotes. Huh. So that would be name equals something. Okay, so snap as a name and the name is null. But I guess I cannot initialize null. Null is, oh. Well, I will attribute that to the fact that I am tired. Because null doesn't exist in Python. I was gonna call myself names. So snap equals name none. Okay. And that works. Snap name null. which is exactly what we want. Okay, we need to dump that, overwrite the target file. Okay, with the dump, the JSON dump thingy. How did they do that in that script? How was that? Write metadata. Okay, and write metadata does this. It opens the file, writes the file, and then closes the file. And that's exactly what we are going to borrow. So we're going to open the file, and the file we want to open is target file, right? We probably need to close that file first. Otherwise, we might have a little problem. Okay, so now we want to open... Oh, we already have target files. Oh, we need to reopen it with the write, in write mode. Target files, target file, open, write. Okay. Okay, open path. Path is not what I want. What I want is... Oh, I did a... So target file closed, I have open. Path, that's what I want. Join target, metadata JSON. Yes. Yes, okay. I closed the file that I was reading now. Why did I... Oh, okay. I reopen it in write mode. I dump target JSON in there with a 4-character indentation, 4 spaces indentation, or however it is called. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes, it is. And then we close the file. And now we should have a refreshed set of applications. So if we now go to source apps, Eviacam, open the metadata for Eviacam. We have the developer name, we have developer URL, and a summary, which is what we had previously. So we have copied over this information. Right. That's a good point. Yeah, so the source folder is now going to replace the apps folder, I think. So let's try that. We have our project, which is Boutique 2.0, and right now it's using a how is it called? A Git submodule. So if I wanted to test that, I would have to move this temporarily. Let's call it .old, because that's what we call things. We need to recreate this directory, and what's in the old one? I think it's the dist. I need the dist folder. That's pretty much all I need. And in the dist folder, all I need... No, I'm missing... Yes, I'm missing something. What I'm missing is that I need to go to Software Boutique Curated Apps. I need to move apps.old. I need to copy with the archive flag, which is the flag that preserves file access time and file creation times. And I'm going to copy this in here. So now I have the new apps folder, and now I need to run the script which builds the index. Uh-oh. Validation failed. Please fix the index before continuing. Okay. It doesn't like methods. Right. It doesn't like methods. That's because it's method. That's because it's method. I am surprised. No, that's methods. Oh, yes, it is methods, and I wrote method, and not only did I write method, but I forgot that methods was actually an array. All right. Okay. Okay. So how did I get that? So methods equals method. Surely it's probably not that easy. Software Boutique curated apps and /script copy metadata. Except it's all wrong now. What did I do? I made a mistake. Yes. Now I need to remove recursively and with force the apps folder and move the apps.old apps. Actually, I'm going to cp copy archive apps.old apps. That way I keep a reference to my old apps in case I do something stupid or absolutely dangerous. Okay, let's now copy metadata from source to apps. Okay, and now if we go to the apps folder and go to accessibility eviacam metadata.json, that's methods and that's apt, which is good. I believe it's good. No, I once again. Well, wait. I'm doing something. Yes, that's this one I want to watch. Methods apt. I'm copying from apps. So from here. So that's what was there before. Method apps. To source apps here, and that is wrong. And there's method. Oh. Why do we have both of those? I need to regenerate this thing. So I need to remove source. I need to run the scripts. Migrate apps from welcome. And now I have source again with apps, with accessibility, with eviacam, with my metadata, and that's it. And method dummy needs to go away. That's where the problem is. Okay. I need to remove. I don't even know how to remove a key from a dictionary. Let's ask our good friend Google. Python remove key from dict. How can I remove a key from a Python dict? Pop key not none. delete a key that is guaranteed to exist, you can also use del that. That's what I'm going to do, because I know that the method does exist. So I want del. Doesn't seem to work. Del. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. So let's do the other one. mydict.pop. So mydict is actually target JSON, and I want to pop the key. No, that's what I want to. That's a function. The key and none. So I want to pop method, and I want it to give me none in case it doesn't exist. Okay, and I want to add methods, and methods will be apt. What if I do that now? What if I run my copy metadata script? Now I have copied stuff inside source app accessibility. All right, we don't have a method anymore, but we have methods, and methods is an array with apt. Okay, we can now do that thing again, which is remove the apps and copy the source apps folder here. Okay, and now we can run the scripts that builds unrecognized architecture. Unrecognized architecture. Okay. Why is that? So we have what? What do we have in here that it doesn't like? Arch is that. Why does it tell me unrecognized architecture with names, with distro names? What does it expect? Which might be a good thing. Okay, apt needs a default and then an architecture, and releases an arch. And apt default. I don't know what is the problem. Releases Genial ZST Artful. Genial, Bionic, A1, Focal, Groovy, Suit. Is it what it's complaining about? Bionic. Oh, so those are the new ones. The script didn't know. The build script might not know about those architecture. That's script and that's build index. Well, why don't I edit that from here instead of editing it? Unknown, unrecognized, unrecognized. Or is it in build? No. I am confused. It runs build index. It runs script build index. It runs at that. So how can it tell me unrecognized architecture when there's actually no unrecognized stuff in there? Well, there is. Oh, validate metadata. Okay, for arch in arch, if not arch in accepted arch. Ah, there we go. Unrecognized architecture, path arch. for Arch in index of Arch. I'm sorry, but index of Arch doesn't contain releases. So what is it complaining about? Oh, that's because somebody did a copy paste. That's actually unrecognized release. Okay, accepted release. We accept release Genial, Zesty, Artful. So no, we now accept also Bionic because this was written in a few, I guess, years ago. A1, A1, Focal, yes, we do, and Groovy, we do accept that too, and Hirsute. What happened to Disco and what was C? What was C? What was before between Bionic and Disco? Oh, poor distro. Its name didn't make it to history. Well, someone will tell me in the chat, hopefully. That's Disco, yes. We accept Disco. What was C? I don't remember. Methods. What does that even mean? Methods. What? It's not an unrecognized method because it would say unrecognized method. So what does it print? That's the exception. That's an exception. Would you mind giving me the reason? It should have given me the reason, but it did not. And the reason was... so that's probably an unrecognized key. If snap in index of methods, I name. Ooh. There's something weird here. Methods. Okay, accepted method, app snaps. Okay. If method in index of methods, that for method index of method. Print method. Method app methods. What? Oh. If apps in index of method, so that existed, that worked. Check for default key. If snap in index of method, I of name. So which one of those isn't working? This is not going as smoothly as I expected. We're going to comment this block. We're going to comment... Well, no, we're not going to comment this block because I want this block. And I'm going to comment this block and see if... Nope. So that means the The only element left is this. I don't like that. Okay. Print index the methods equals index of methods. I don't like that. Why suddenly? Oh! So it means that Sublime Text doesn't have a methods thing. I shall check that immediately. Development Sublime Text. Development Sublime Text. Development Sublime Text doesn't have a methods. Why is that? That's because that's a new one. So we didn't convert the method, and we didn't have. Ah, yes, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. We need to remove the apps. Copy the old apps as new apps. Remove the source. Generate. Migrate apps again. And now we need to run our script again, our copy metadata script. But there is something we didn't do, and that's doing this method thingy. Well, actually, we could do that from here. So here it's methods, and that's going to be, I guess, apt. Or no, that's going to be apt. Yes. That will replace the methods. That should do it. So remove source, generate that. Let's see if in source apps accessible development Sublime Text metadata JSON, we have methods, and it's an array, and there's apt. But then we also have a method dummy. Yes, so we can remove that from the script. Remove source, generate stuff. Yes. No. Again. Why do we have method apt here? Method. That goes away. Okay. Source apps, development, Sublime Text, metadata JSON, method apps, and no more dummy stuff. Okay. Now we can run our copy metadata script. Okay. Now we can remove the apps, copy the source apps here, and then run the script that is called build. And it still doesn't like that. Because we forgot the snap noodle thing. The copy metadata doesn't need to remove method now. Methods Methods equals methods. So that's already there. We don't need to add that. And we can add the snap name node automatically from migrate, I believe. So that would be something like metadata.json.snap of snap equals that, and snap name equals none, I believe. Okay. Script migrate ups. Oh, I have made a mistake. That's my mistake. Yes. Now I remove the apps, copy the source apps here, and run this. Oh my god. What is going on? Now it doesn't like apt. What is going on? Development, sublime text, metadata.json, methods, apt, and snap. That's what I have, and that's what I wanted. Oh, we didn't have sublime text at the time, but let's get another one. I don't know which one. VS Code, for example. Methods apt. Where's my... Oh, it disappeared. Sublime text metadata. Methods array apt. Methods array apt default apt default, and nothing here for the arch, but that's okay. And then snap name null. So I don't understand. I don't understand what build is that. Oh, that's validate. That's the metadata again. Where is that metadata validation script? Oh, here. Okay. And what's his problem? Apt. Uncomment this. Control-K, Control-U. I can uncomment these two. I think I can do something. I think I can run. This. If I go to build.sh, what does build.sh does? It runs buildindex.python and buildindex.python. How does it run the validate metadata thing? It just runs a sub process. Okay. So what if I do this and then F5 and debug Python file? Will it work? Step over. Okay. Category for path in app category path. Okay. Try. with the minus data index. Okay, so that's our index, and our index has an apt entry. Yeah, I hope I've got this, Monica. Let's let it run. Exception occurred. Yeah, okay, so why? Okay, so probably, oh, I probably need to place a breakpoint here. Run that. Hello? Hello? Okay. Continue. Does it continue? No. That's continue. What? It didn't even stop here. No, it doesn't want to stop here. For some reason. So let's put a breakpoint here, run again. I'm not going to let the machine win. I just... Oh, it already gives me errors. Okay, so let's clear this console and continue. And it already had given me an error. So clear and step over. Okay, so that's working. Okay, that's working. That's working. Check valve. Okay, that's okay. Everything seems okay. Now it checks for the arch. Okay. Now it checks for the releases. Everything is okay. And now it checks for the methods. And now okay, I am again stupid. This is my own debug trace, so let's remove that and run that again. That and run. Okay, that's weird. That is weird. So now its only problem is that it's unlisted Ubuntu MATE color tilde expected data for key description. But I'm pretty sure that if it's named unlisted, it's probably because we don't need that, do we? Files, apps, we're getting there. We're getting there. Almost getting there. Unlisted Ubuntu MATE colors. What? I don't even know what Ubuntu MATE colors are, but let's say there's no summary. There's no stuff in there. I will probably do something which is a fix for tonight, but I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I'm going to remove the unlisted apps. There we go. And now if we build, there we go. Ta-da! We have built an index. That index has been built in dist, and it's called application-en.json. Okay, we're back on track. I'm going to remove that folder that I created previously because I'm going to do something dirty. I'm going to rename that old directory to its proper name. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go to this and I'm going to overwrite this application-en.json with the one that I can find in here in Software Boutique project, Software Boutique curated apps, dist application-en.json. I'm going to copy that here, and now from this thing, I'm going to run Boutique 2.0, and fingers crossed. There we go. The shiny new Software Boutique with its shiny icons, and I can click on those icons and we have stuff. And if we go to development, which is programming now, we should have something called Sublime Texts. Oh, no, we don't. That's weird. Or maybe it's unlisted. I don't know. But we have stuff. And if we go to accessibility, which is here, no, that's, yes, universal access. Ha! That is not what I was expecting, because Orca has been removed from the index. So that last part didn't really work, but I am satisfied with what I have. So, summary. We used the legacy Software Boutique. Let's go back to the chat for this. So, it's been an hour and 26 minutes. Wow. So, we took the legacy Software Boutique, which is the one that is currently shipped with Ubuntu MATE. And we took those new set of apps in an old format and converted that to the new format. And then we had a look at the old set of apps, and for every old app in this set that has a corresponding new app, I don't know if that's really clear, we took the metadata that we had updated in the new Software Boutique. Oops. And put that back in this data, and then we rebuilt the index, but that didn't work really well. That's okay. I'm going to have a look at that. It's probably just I forgot to remove a directory or something, but I called that a win because I have written a script that is now able to do most of the job automatically, which is always a good thing when the computer can do our work. Now, and once that is done, we're gonna have to do some manual things, I think, and we're gonna have to have a look, remove any old app that is not there any longer, commit all that, use the new index and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna do that off stream, because I would like to do next week. What I would like to do next week is dive into the localization. Yes, Monica, so long as the machine doesn't do our work too well to replace us. Depends. If all the machines do our work and we are just left there, enjoying life and free from the burden of working and having to get money to buy stuff and things like that, like in one of that futuristic science fiction series we both like. Yeah, so next week I would like to try and dive into localization, see how we can do that. There's something I would like to do too. I might do that first. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. It's the integration with Upstream. So for those who don't know, Upstream is a distribution agnostic database of package metadata. What that means is if you have, let's say, GIMP, it's just an example. I don't know if GIMP is actually there, but if you have GIMP on your distro, the maintainer of that distro might update metadata about the GIMP package and send that to upstream, and then every distro that use upstream can then get those metadata. So upstream doesn't care if you're running Ubuntu or Red Hat or OpenSUSE or whatever. It's just a standard format for metadata for apps. So the idea would be to see if we can interface with upstream and get metadata from there instead of having to write our own metadata for each package, or grab metadata from the package maintainer. Sorry. And also the good thing is that upstream has translated metadata, so that could be very useful for us. So those are the 2 points I would like to dive into in the next streams. I really should have had a coffee next to me or a glass of water or something. So be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, click on the bell to be notified when I come back on YouTube next week. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Big Bud. Thank you, everyone, for watching this stream after the fact. Subscribe, do all the YouTube things, leave a comment if you wish. Let me know what I do wrong. Ask me any question you want. I will try and answer that. That's it for this stream. Thank you, everybody. I will be back next week. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Ciao, ciao.